Hi guys, it's Tom, Comic Book Creature. I'm here with another video today. I have a few comics I want to share with you and something really special at the end. I've got kind of a nice stack here, so I'll go through some of them pretty quickly just to give you a look and see what I have accumulated a little bit. Got some stuff bagged and boarded today, and well, maybe you'll enjoy those. As you guys know, I'm working on a Conan run, and I picked up a few. They were in a auction lot that I got, and that's Conan number 84. I really like the way they do colors on these books. I like the skin tones of everybody. They just really stand out. It's a fantastic looking book. I also got Conan number 85. Getting closer and closer to finishing my run. Pretty happy about that. Love this cover. This is Conan number 86. Just gorgeous. I love the monster. Fantastic. Wonderful stuff. And this is a pretty famous cover here. This is Conan number 88. Just absolutely smoking hot cover. Love that cover. Just great. These are in really nice shape too, so I'm really happy to have them. Then I found this just in a lot, and I'm just shocked at how beautiful this book is. It is in gorgeous shape. This is the Savage Submariner, number 72, and I like it even better because it is the very first appearance of the Slime Thing. So if he ever becomes famous, I guess I'm sad. But I love monsters, and it's just such a cool cover. The beautiful red, just a magnificent book. Okay, then I also got a copy of She-Hulk, the Savage She-Hulk, number 17, with the Man-Elephant, which is kind of comical looking. But there's a series of independent books out now that feature elephant characters that are really, really serious and very powerful stories. Not by Marvel, though. And here's a great book. This is Astonishing Tales featuring Ka-Zar, Lord of the Hidden Jungle. But the main reason I wanted this one is because it has three of my favorite things in comic books in it. It has Ka-Zar, Zabu, and of course, the Man-Thing. And this is a gorgeous issue. I just love those characters. I hope Man-Thing one of these days gets the serious treatment that Swamp Thing has gotten, like in the Alan Moore writing days. Hope that Man-Thing can have that sometime. It's a pretty hokey movie out that I'll probably review at some point, but I just love the look of that character. This is a beautiful, beautiful book. Now this is actually Ka-Zar, Lord of the Hidden Jungle, number 5. It's not as in good a shape, as you can see. It's got a few problems, but it's still really, really nice looking. I love it. Then we get into Amazing Adventures. This stars a character that is called Killraven, and he's a pretty interesting guy. He generally stars in post-apocalyptic world scenarios. A lot of the times he's been associated with The War of the Worlds by H.G. Wells, as you can see, the little byline right there at the end of my finger. But he's been on several versions of Earth, and he's just an interesting character all the way around. Just one of those characters that I'm fascinated by, and I'm trying to accumulate it so I can actually read it one day. I may just have to buy a trade if one exists. And like here's Amazing Adventures number 28, and there he is again, you know, featured prominently there in The War of the Worlds. Love the art from this era. It's just great stuff. Absolutely love it. And then, of course, number 30. Got a little bit of smudge on it there, but it's still, for the most part, pretty good-looking book. These don't really have a whole lot of value, but I really like them just because it's the kind of stuff I like. Amazing Adventures, number 31. Love the Silver Dragon monster thing. I really like monsters. the slime monster, and I'm wearing a Scooby-Doo shirt, so no wonder I like that. Killraven also is in Amazing Adventures number 34. Great looking pile-up cover. Those kind of are all over comics, you'll find from time to time. Then we get into Marvel Premiere featuring Seeker 3000. And all the characters in here, it's pretty much their first appearance. And it's something that nobody knows really a whole lot about. Just a few people in comics. They didn't really make a very big splash. But if they ever get their own TV show, I've got their first appearance, so I'm ready. Probably not going to happen. Then I have Marvel Premiere number 45 with one of my favorite looking characters. I love the Man-Wolf. Again, it's a monster thing for me. I love these. Still only 35 cents. If it were only that way today, I might actually be buying new comics. Great cover. Love it. Man-Wolf is so cool. Then I have a movie adaptation called The Deep, which was kind of an older film about under the water. I think there's a new series called The Deep. I think I saw a picture of it the other day. It's pretty cool. Nice monster. Then most of you might, if you're my age, you probably remember the old TV show. We had Aquaman and we had the Submariner, but we also had a TV show when I was a kid called Man from Atlantis. I remember watching that and really enjoying it as a kid. It was pretty cool stuff. That's number 1, and here is number 2. Then I was fortunate enough to find in a box a 20-cent Journey into Mystery number 4 with just a great cover. Just an amazing looking monster cover. I love it. I'd buy these all day. Picked up another unknown soldier, but he's featured in the Star Spangled War, number 180. Got mines and a shark. Then, if you are into the Charlton comics, you'll remember a character called Peacemaker. Well, the Peacemaker was also adapted into a comic by DC, and so here's the first issue of Peacemaker, number 1. I always loved the helmet. Just such a cool character. This is pretty neat. Now here's something pretty bizarre. These are from Tangent Comics. I love the covers. This is Tangent number 1, The Tales of the Green Lantern. And it's just really neat the way that they did these. There's several for different characters out there. I have some of them, but I just really like this cover. And speaking of covers, I'm featuring this in my video just because I think this cover is incredible. This is Archer and Armstrong, number 11 from Valiant. That is how you make a cover, people. That's just fantastic. Just look at that. It's just exploding with color and order and disorder, and it makes you feel strange when you look at it because of the way it's drawn. It's just incredible. Incredible. Now, this is another one. This is the issue 1 of a limited series. This is Nemesis by Miller and McNiven. And I love the art on that. Isn't that fantastic? Just look at that. Same guy who wrote Kick Butt. I believe it's the same guy anyway. And this has been opted for a movie and then passed along for several years now. And I think Warner Brothers has it right now. And the script's done. Maybe they'll make it into a movie. I don't know. Good looking character, though. So we'll see what happens with that. I'm ready if they make a big movie out of it. And the last one I want to show you now is a Golden Age issue. Now, it's not in good shape, but it's Vic Verity, and I have number 2. And it's just a fantastically cool looking book. Got some bites out of it, looks like. It's got a nice date stamp right there. And I'm going to showcase this character at the end of the video, it'll be the last thing in the video. I'm going to show you the story that's inside of there and talk a little bit about Tom Travis. As always, I really appreciate you tuning in to watch my videos. And give us a like and a thumbs up if you don't mind, if you enjoy what you see. Give us some recommendations. We're going to be branching that channel out. I've got a new executive producer, a friend of mine, who's helping me with ideas and getting things straightened out. Going to be doing movies and all variety of things. Thanks so much for tuning in. Be kind to each other. See you next time. And here's a little bit of Golden Age history. Okay, it's a little beat up. But if you'll notice, there's a date stamp right there. It's just amazing. And you come down to the corner here, and you have Tom Travis and the Tiny People, which I wanted to show you inside the magazine. Here it shows you 1946, Volume 1, Number 2. You can tell it's a little bit old, sort of beat up, but it's still pretty cool to have. As you can see here, I'm not super interested in most of what's in it, but I do like the Tom Travis and the Tiny People, the Outlaws of Grass Forest. And if you get a good look at these pages, you can kind of see why. Just something cool about this kind of surreal, strange world, where these little people exist among the blades of grass and the insects. Something kind of reminiscent about this that reminds me of Jungle Stories, even though it's done on a very small scale. And of course, some of these magnificent pieces of art for the time of these giant insects and the struggles these little people would have had if indeed they had existed. This is the main section of this kind of magazine from long ago that I would love to have a compiled story of. So I'm going to be on the lookout for that in the hopes that maybe they did that. I got this just by dumb luck in an auction. Now granted, I know it's not worth a whole lot, especially in this condition, but the story is there, and it's really piqued my interest about Tom and these little people. And I wanted to kind of give you a look at these pages. I know I'm going fast, but that's how it was done back in the day.